Welcome to the EpicVerse Podcast, where curiosities and theories run wild about the strange and spectacular and everything in between. And now, your hosts, JosiahRises, Benjamin, and Epic Mike.
Well, it's been quite some time since you have seen us and heard our beautiful voices and everything else gracing your eardrums, but we have returned once again. The EpicVerse is back, and I am back. I'm back with Mike and Ben as well. We are all back, and we are here to give you your podcast that you have missed so dearly, I am sure.
Wait. We gotta back it up here. Hold on. Did you say EpicVerse?
I did.
EpicVerse?
What?
Dude, that sounds new to me. Last I heard it was Epic Man.
I did.
Epic Man?
Crazy.
Oh
What?
my.
Crazy. It's almost
Dude,
like
explain-
things have changed.
Explain
we
that to
rebrand?
me.
It's
Explain
almost
that
like
to me.
it's almost like we rebranded during the whole time of, you know, Mike murdering me and tossing me into a pit and everything else, and
Get him out of
you know
here.
we
It's like
now
things
we're back,
changed, you know?
and everything has changed. You know, we have Ben here. Ben is a completely different person.
It's true.
Yeah.
He actually, no, I'm not gonna make that joke. Never mind.
Wow, what
But-
joke are you gonna make?
Don't ask him because it'll say it.
Oh my goodness, I'm terrified now.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But it feels good to be back. How does it feel, guys? Is it nice? Does it feel like something that was missing is whole once again? You know?
Heck yeah, dude.
Dude, it feels like a freaking dream come true. We're back.
We're back.
Frickin' back.
We're
Dude.
back.
Mike's hair is bigger.
Dude, Mike's hair
Bigger.
really is bigger. I want
Fatter.
to see Mike. I really
Better.
want to see just like a little experiment. I want to see Mike with like a shaved head.
You've seen me
that'd
with a
be-
shaved head. I've
Have
had my
I?
hair.
He's had his hair pretty short. Yeah,
Yeah,
before.
I usually go bigger
But not
or short.
shaved.
You missed it. You missed my braids too.
Yeah,
I did miss that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did miss that.
you were
Oh, well.
just really leaning into that, you know, killer persona. You know, just,
Apparently people were really intimidated by me having braids. They're like, "Oh,
Really?
dude, you look like a murderer." And I was like, "Well, like I didn't look like one before." Okay,
Oof.
I don't
Ouch.
keep messing around.
Ouch.
Want to keep saying stuff. Yeah.
yeah, but you know, it's I don't know, it's been good. It's been good, kind of taking a little bit of a break and stuff, and hopefully it'll
Has it?
be the well. I mean, I miss the people, you know, but
Yeah,
and I
dude,
miss
same.
you guys, but you know, it's you know, sometimes you just got to flee, you know, all these people that are trying to kill you, like the Templars and stuff. You know, you're trying to break all these secrets about the UFOs and aliens, and they're like, oh, we're gonna show you, and so then they start
just gotta
chasing
go on
you,
the
and then
run.
it's like, oh, we gotta go off grid, and then you go off
Yes.
grid, and you know,
And then you
it's
just
just
You
freaking-
crazy.
murder your
You just
friend
freaking leave.
because if you're already dead, they can't kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
You're welcome.
If you're
Yeah,
dead,
you
can't be-
actually did me a favor, because you know,
If
if
you're
the
dead, you can't be
Templars had
dead.
gotten me,
Yes.
Then-
If you're dead, you just can't be deader, you know.
exactly, the Templars
They
would
don't-
have made me deader. You know, they would
Exactly.
have
Dead
made
They
me
don't
or
know where you're
deadest.
buried because
The
I kept moving
frickin'
the
they would
body.
have made you deader than dead.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
kept moving
Deadest
the
of the
body
dead.
around.
yeah.
Every time I'd be like, "Time to get digging. Got to move it around and stuff." They never knew where you were.
Dude,
Yeah.
you might have
we
been so
finally-
dead that you were not dead anymore.
Well, here he is.
Yeah,
Crazy.
we finally got away, and we're all good now. So
We are.
Yeah.
Yep. We escaped. we had
that.
some pretty crazy solo adventures while
Yeah.
you guys were away. So
Yep.
or while we were away.
it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
lots of crazy stuff going on. But
Lots of crazy stuff.
but yeah, so speaking of Templars and their
Oh.
shenanigans,
Shenanigans.
I do love Templars and their shenanigans. Yeah.
see, this is actually completely unrelated, like totally, but Templars are like a thing in like Assassin's Creed and some of the Assassin's Creed games, right?
Yeah, so the main bad guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's
Templar
like the
Order.
Order.
The Templar Order. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's the Templars and then there's the Assassins. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the Templars run like a giant organization that has been killing off the assassins and stuff. Yeah.
Now I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
What's your poison tonight? What are we all drinking?
I'm
I'm drinking a Bang Energy.
drinking a freaking good old fashioned water, baby.
Yeah, I'm drinking water, bro.
Wow.
We went from Templars to water. The whiplash threw me off a little bit. I was like, where are we? I thought we were, but I'm drinking water. You know what's great about water? Hippos live in water.
Oh, no. We're not going to talk about hippos. No hippos.
We will talk about hippos on this podcast one day, and you're going to have to listen to it.
I don't want to talk about hippos.
I don't give a damn whether you want to or not. It's going to happen.
That's like one of the things that we all agreed on before we started this podcast.
Nope, I never agreed.
We were never going to talk about hippos.
I would never agree to such a thing. Never agree to such a blasphemous thing.
The only hippo that is permittable is Moto.
I think he likes you.
No hippos are permittable. They're all just terrible.
The people want hippos, and I'm going to give it to them.
I don't think the people want hippos.
People want hippos. I'm going to tell you right now. One of these days, one of these episodes, I'm going to blow your freaking mind with all my hippo facts. I'm going to blow my hippo load everywhere.
Mike, I heard
everybody's going to find out so much about hippos. They're going to crap their pants.
Mike, I heard blow and I checked out.
No. You're missing out then, bro. On the blow.
When you put hippos and blow in the same sentence, I just really don't want to be anywhere near them.
Just a bro job.
I'm not gonna lie. Just get me away from the hippos, please.
No.
All I'm imagining is like hippos blowing a bunch of air, and you got like a hippo car wash. So
we did a whole episode on penises. I don't think we did any talked about hippos.
We talked about the spaceship, like the penis spaceship.
Well, Mike and I did an episode about penises while you're gone.
The whole episode about penises.
So, but now I have to say that my curiosity is a little piqued about the size, the girth
of a hippo penis.
Hip penis.
That's the real question.
Hip penis.
That's the real important questions we
Welcome back, guys. This is what we do.
Hippiness.
All right, let me see.
Let's see here.
Let me see.
I don't really know.
Dear God, it's like backwards.
Backwards?
Oh God, it's like backwards.
I don't even want to know.
Yes, you do.
No.
I don't know. Now that I'm seeing it.
Oh my goodness. Well, there you go, guys.
It's like backwards and tiny and shriveled.
Oh, well, that's disappointing,
dude. And yeah, like what is going on here? And the thing is, when you Google hippo penis, there's a lot of people there's a lot of shame in the pictures because they just are like, how dare you do this? And I'm like, what? Like, why are you, what?
All I see is, I'm literally looking through this and there's a freaking article right here. Top 10 penises.
Speaking of penises as a side thing, Ben, were you here when we talked about the whale penises?
I don't think he was here for that.
I don't think it was for that.
So we found out that the Loch Ness Monster deal could have potentially been a whale penis. Because whales like to flip upside down and just stick their dicks out in the air and swim around. And it's not that's where like a lot of these stories of like sea snakes and sea serpents came from.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding you. Yeah. Because they're huge.
Mom,
and
Dad,
they're like
look
all
at that massive snake out there in the water.
If you look up like a picture of like a whale penis, it straight up looks like some weird creature that's like floating around, like it's all like snake-fied and everything.
Yeah.
After all this time, whale penises were the sea monsters that people talked about.
Yep.
In the past.
They're just terrified of the whole time.
Everything is penis.
Yeah, but apparently they just like to swim around upside down, and I don't know why they do it. But
well,
whales,
sometimes you just gotta, mess around a little bit and swim upside down. You never swim upside down when you're in the water and stuff.
I don't stick my penis out of the water.
You just gotta let it float, Sometimes you just let it go.
Like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna like pull my trunks down and I'm just gonna stick it in the air and swim upside down.
Yeah,
maybe people think there's a sea monster.
I mean, if you've ever skinny dipped, you've probably done that before. And I can tell you right now, I have experience doing that.
You've experienced flipping upside down and sticking your dick in the air while you're
maybe skinny dip.
I cannot find much info on hippo penises.
Huh. It's kind of an elusive
thing.
Something
we'll have to crack into. in more detail at some point.
I'm gonna dig into this deep.
Yeah, that Mike's gonna literally not sleep all week because he's gonna be trying to find the most.
Mike's gonna go balls deep on hippo penises.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
We're back, everyone.
Yeah, I'm sure you missed this.
So
yeah, you were going to talk about Templars or something.
Yeah, Templars. Well, I was thinking about Templars because Templars, you know how they get with like ancient technology, alien stuff, and hippo penises. Yeah. You know how they are with those.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they just get a little bit crazy in the head, and then they try to kill you and silence you. But speaking of Templars trying to silence people for spreading the truth about aliens, we have some interesting things to go over today. I think that we will talk about something that happened fairly recently that was kind of the talks when this news started to come out, but there were like these strange cloud formations that were taking place over Alaska
snap,
that people were talking about. And the ironic thing about this is that if you actually look at these cloud formations, they kind of look like penises. Not gonna lie.
Hippo penises?
And we bring it back full circle, folks, every time.
I'm gonna be honest,
one way or another.
I had to stop because I started getting really deep into a whole article about how hard it is to castrate a hippo. So apparently it's extremely difficult to castrate those bad boys. So
yeah, no kidding. I can imagine. So
cloud formations.
Yeah. Finger-shaped cloud formations, apparently.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll go with that. So this is something that's kind of interesting. It's just kind of like there's like these pictures here for people who are listening and stuff, but there's like these pictures and you see that it's just like this weird tubular type shaped object just kind of chilling in the sky, and apparently it's a cloud. But this is what they have to say about it. So, a cloud of mystery fueled social media conspiracy theories near Lazy Mountain, Alaska, Thursday. This was obviously from a while ago, like a month ago, but meteor, Russian missile, plane crash, and UFO were among the explanations for a ghoulish, towering sliver of a cloud with finger-like trails. I'm so disappointed that they didn't say penis-like trails, but
it's an article online. They probably
cowards.
Won't say that.
Cowards. Say it for what it really is. Come on.
Tell me what it actually is, guys. Come on. Stop sugarcoating it.
A rescue team sent to search for a crash on Lazy Mountain found nothing suspicious, Alaska state troopers reported. Well, that's what they say, right? Like, come on.
They always say it's not
suspicious. They always say it's
guys.
Not suspicious. Come on. Of course, they got out there real fast. They're like, oh, shoot, we got to get out there and, tell people that there's nothing to worry about. So you can take that. But these pictures actually do look pretty crazy. Like
pretty freaking wild.
Like especially some of the ones lower in the article. You can find this article on New York Post if you guys want to. And you can look at the pictures there and stuff. But that's about it. I mean, I guess we don't really know what
Go ahead, Ben.
From what I'm reading here, it looks like they said, hold on, I gotta find it here. They say the state troopers claim that the weird shaped cloud was formed by a mix of jet exhaust and the rising sun.
Huh.
A jet exhaust rising sun penis.
Wow.
But I don't know. To me, like when you zoom in real close, it kind of looks like something is causing the cloud,
Right.
Like on this really zoomed in photo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it does look like there's like a weird little glowy object or something.
Yeah, in the middle.
At the tip of it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right at the tip. So people can obviously say whatever they want and stuff, and but it's weird. You can also say that Loch Ness Monster is a whale penis, so you can pretty much say whatever, and
keep in mind,
believe it probably.
And I'm not gonna ever stop talking about this, but like conspiracy theories
Yes.
were not really a controversial or weird or dismissible thing until like the 50s and 60s.
Right.
When we had a lot of different people getting assassinated and a lot of governmental stuff happening in the background.
McCarthyism, all that good stuff.
And so it's just interesting that started happening then, because like back, like just reading about stuff like conspiracy theories, like elites constantly question things that were happening in the world. And like, you're like, it talks about that. Like, I mean, presidents and all kinds of stuff. I mean, they used to investigate any possibilities. I just say all that to say it's always weird when something new like this happens and the first response is, no, it's probably not anything weird. It just feels like such a lack of fascination in the world. It's almost boring. I'm not saying that we have to automatically assume it's aliens either, because that would be just as toxic to be like aliens every time anything in the world happens. A car blows up, aliens, you know, or like we found a weird creature in the water, you know. But it's like, just to immediately dismiss it as, oh, it's probably nothing weird, it's totally normal, it can be explained. It's like, okay, well, sure, but like, let people explore it, let people try to figure out what it is, you know. You know, it's always like somebody has to develop an official story immediately. It's like that whole thing of like, it reminds me of the Men in Black, where like something crazy goes down and then they like neuralize everybody and then their explanation is like some refracted light from Venus bounced off some swamp gas and caused an explosion and stuff. It's like, okay, cool, I guess, you know, but like the world's just so much more interesting to me, at least. It is. When you can say, hey, what could this be? You know,
it's like, I mean, to me, it's like, and it kind of like what Mike was saying is like, I don't like to accept it for like what people necessarily think it is, you know, like I like to kind of think outside the box of what it could be instead. And that's, I mean, that probably comes from overactive imagination sometimes, but I feel like that makes life a little bit more interesting if you just kind of like explore it a little bit instead of, you know, just being like, oh, well, it's probably just this, you know, like when we talked about the explosions in the middle of the ocean, like on that oil rig or something, and how people are like, oh, it's probably just the oil rig, or it's probably just oil or whatever. But like talking about how it could be like, you know, deep sea monsters and aliens or whatever is like so much more exciting and fun to think about that, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. Yeah, it's just way more fun to talk about stuff like that than it is to be like, oh, it's just a natural cloud formation. It's like, okay, cool. Like, if you investigate and you let people investigate and talk about it, and then that's what you come to, okay. But like the other part of it is sometimes, you know, they're like, it's their experts, and it feels like they have a foregone conclusion of what they want it to be. And so that's how they investigate it, instead of it being like a world where it's like, oh, let's figure out what it is. What could it be? You know, and there's no room for like, you know, imagination.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they don't want anything out of the ordinary to happen or anything. Like they kind of want to keep everything in their own kind of contained view of the world and stuff. And
it's just a bummer.
I mean, because you can't even like ask questions, you know. Like it's just a bummer, man, because it's like, you know, I want to believe in aliens,
right? Exactly.
I want to clap alien cheeks, and you can't stop me.
Well, I mean, I don't want to go that far, but I mean,
I'm sure aliens would love to clap your cheeks too. So, you know, it's just a win-win situation.
Mutual,
you know?
I guess. Yeah, exactly.
It's a mutual thing. A mutual exchange.
The government's stopping that from happening.
They're stopping me. You clap my cheeks, I clap your cheeks.
They're stopping me from getting
clap cheeks, clap cheeks.
They're stopping me from getting what I want.
I mean, yeah, you know, that's kind of what the aliens want at the end of the day. They just want to clap some cheeks, you know? So
yeah, and that's the thing. I think the government is just a prude. They just don't want cheeks to be clapped, and they're going to do everything they can to stop. Or maybe it's even worse than that. What if the government is doing all the cheek clapping themselves and they won't share?
Dude, that's what they're doing in Area 51.
That's exactly it.
Yeah,
share the cheeks.
They're doing.
All these elites, they fly into Area 51 and they're, you know, they go into their little secret rooms and stuff. And
oh no,
you know?
Oh no, I'm picturing it now.
I'm so upset. They're just selfish. They're selfish. I want the cheeks. Give them to me.
Yeah. They just go in. They're like, all right, plow me.
That's why they were worried about the Area 51 attack. Unbelievable. They thought their secret stash.
Man.
Yep. They were just like, hey, they're going to come here and they're going to steal our cheeks. I won't let anybody else clap them.
I mean, you get the whole alien probing stuff and everything else. Dude. So,
where did that come from?
Yeah.
It had to come from somewhere.
Aliens got to probe, man. They got to probe something.
Obviously, someone knows what they like.
What if we're like cattle to aliens?
Then they probably should stop probing our butts because it's a little weird.
No, that's what they do to cattle, though.
I've never heard of anybody probing cattle butt.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of butt probing going on at the cattle world.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's weird.
The cattle world is a crazy one.
It's a crazy world.
Like, ooh.
Yeah. I mean, Ben and I have both had lots of experience with cattle. So
we have.
Oh,
it's true.
Sticking stuff up cattle butt.
We've had a lot of experience with a lot of things.
Never stuck anything up a cow's butt.
Have you ever petted a cow before?
Petted a cow? You mean petted
a cow? I think so. A couple times. Yeah, I've been like in close proximity to cows.
Really?
I just was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do.
Have you ever milked a cow?
No.
That's an experience right there.
Hand milked a cow.
Have you ever touched a cow titty? That's what you're really saying. And no, I have not.
Yes, that's exactly what he's asking. But the thing is, Mike, if you haven't, then you're missing a whole part of the world.
I have no desire to put my hand on a cow titty.
And I mean, if you experience this part of the world, then you can kind of understand where the aliens are coming from, with their treatment of us. So
except for aliens don't exactly milk us that we know of.
How do you know?
That's why I said that we know of. We don't know for sure. It could be out there. It could be absolute milk monsters.
They could be just draining us dry, So
what if it was like
off the rails,
what if it's like what if it really is like The Last Jedi? They have these giant like cow things with big green milk big milk titties.
What if that's what the aliens look like?
And they just fill up their.
And that's what they're doing in Area 51. They found that they probably have found the cure for cancer in this stuff.
Yeah, green titty milk. Yeah, and they won't give it to us.
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna take us on a whole new segue here. Okay, I doubt not to like break away from.
I can bring it back to clapping alien cheeks at any time.
But I honestly, there's part of me that kind of believes that there is a cure for cancer already.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't think they want people to have a cure for cancer.
Nah, we got to thin the population somehow, man. I mean,
think about how tight the government and like the pharmaceutical companies were during these past couple of years too and stuff. Like, so they benefit from each other. So, like, they make more money,
regardless
from cancer patients and stuff. Unfortunately,
yeah, regardless of whether or not
treatment
they found something or they haven't, I guarantee you there's experimentation happening all the time on stuff like that, like with any major disease, whether it be cancer or be something else.
Right.
I'm sure there's experimentation going on, whether or not it's actually like, reached a point where it's like, because they're always using animals for testing, which is crazy and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I don't freaking know, dude. I just think there's stuff in Area 51 that, you gotta freaking find.
Or if there isn't a cure for cancer yet, they're not working that hard to find one, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
yeah, maybe.
But I mean, think about it. How many there's not a whole lot of these I don't know, like, I guess disguised people of I was gonna say lizard people, but like, you could say whatever you want, like celebrities and stuff. Like, there's not a whole ton of them that really get cancer, it doesn't seem like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a lot of government officials or celebrities.
Cancer
who was the last person that you can think of that announced that they had cancer?
Didn't
Jeff Bridges?
There's quite a few people that do.
Last year.
But I think
real well.
What's that?
Fury's not holding up real well.
Well, okay, so
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Like one. Maybe Jeff Bridges isn't privileged enough.
They do have access to a lot of stuff that we don't.
Didn't Chadwick Boseman literally?
Yeah, Chadwick Boseman just died from Black Panther.
Well, I mean, maybe they're not accepted. You know, maybe they weren't accepted.
I don't know, but also,
program. I don't know.
But also, cancer can be hereditary. It can be.
Oh yeah, of course.
For a lot of things, you know, like it, and you can be more at risk if, like, you know, whatever has happened in your life or whatever. So,
yeah, absolutely. You know, I'm not saying that cancer doesn't exist. I'm saying
no, it does.
I'm saying that, you know, like, what if there's already a cure, but only select people will have access to the cure, basically?
You mean like what if people have like something that makes them avoid it, or makes it less, or makes it easier to combat, or things like that? Yeah. I'm
just throwing questions out, you know.
No, hey, they're good questions.
Real questions.
Yeah. I just don't trust anything, you know.
Speaking of questions, I got asked this one today, and I thought this was a really interesting question.
Oh, snap.
This is a total different segue. We're going off in a totally different direction.
Okay, but I'm curious.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to ask Ben first, then Josiah, then I'll give my answer.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
The Dark Knight.
Oh, no.
You're on the civilian boat.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do you press the detonator?
I don't remember this. Hold on. Give me a context in the movie.
There were two boats, one full of criminals, one full of civilians. Yep. Joker said there were bombs on both, and he gave each of them a detonator for the other boat. And then they had to make a choice. Did they blow up the boat, or did they not?
You mean, wait, so both the civilians and both the criminals, they both have devices?
For the other boat. Yep.
For the other boat that blows up your boat. One full of criminals.
Stopping the criminals from continuing their life of crime and just blowing up the other boat?
That's a good question. That's kind of the moral dilemma here. You don't know.
In the movie,
they're also guards.
Don't everyone decide that they're not going to blow up each other's boats?
In the movie, both the criminals, the criminals decide they're not going to blow up the boat. They're like, we already, you know, like, we're not going to sit there and just choose to take somebody else's life. And then the other side of the civilians, they just don't have it in them. Nobody has it in them to actually, like, kill someone.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
I guess, like, that'd be a tough decision, because I wouldn't want to do it either way necessarily, because, like, you got a boat full of criminals, but at the same point, A, what was their crime, and B, how many of them actually committed crimes, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, there's so many variables there. And I don't think I think there are certain crimes that deserve a far worse punishment than others. However, we don't know the stories of all those people. So that I think that would make it tough, because there might be some people on that boat that maybe have served a sentence for something they did as a child, or like as a young adult, and then they've changed a lot in prison and stuff. You know, I don't know. So I think that would be the hard part. So it's like, part of me would be like, well, yes, but also I more would tend to lean towards, no, I'm not going to do that, because, you know, I think that regardless, all those lives on that boat are valuable. You know, and there can be a seed of good in everybody. So
you wouldn't blow up the boat?
No, I want to blow up the boat.
Gotcha. Interesting. What about you, Josiah?
I would lean the same way. The only thing that would make it way more difficult is if my family was on the boat with me, or if, like, people that I cared about were on the boat.
That's fair. Let's just say it's you and a bunch of random civilians.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, man, I would say I would probably choose no. I don't know.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's tough, because my opinion might change if I was actually in that situation. But
right.
But that's the way that I would go about it.
But it's as is with any ethical or moral dilemma. Your opinion's always going to change when you're in that situation yourself.
Yeah.
Because like, we think on the outside that, oh yeah, it'd be easy to make this decision,
right?
You know, when we're separated from the situation. But then when you're actually faced with that situation, it becomes a lot more real, and the reality sets in, and then you're like, well, shoot, what am I gonna do? You know? With that though, like Josiah said, if it's just a bunch of random civilians, like it is most likely in the movie scenario, I probably would choose not to blow up the boat.
Can't you just jump off the boat?
Go ahead.
I mean, you could, but the blast impact probably still would kill you if one of them blew up, I guess.
Maybe. Yeah.
But yeah.
Interesting. Well, there we go. So 2 for no.
Would you go absolutely yes?
Move on to the next subject.
Mike is like, yeah.
I blow that boat, dude. There's no way. I don't know those people.
It's like freaking wreck them, dude. I just freaking get them out of here, bro.
Listen, I don't know. There could be some crazy
50 kill streak. Let's go.
Listen, it could be I get a nuke. I get a tactical nuke. Yeah. I drop it on the Joker. I win. I save the world.
Mercy.
Look at this.
Mike's gonna dab as he pushes the button. He's gonna
listen. I don't know if there's some crazy guy in that other boat that's gonna go, hey, it has nothing to do with criminals. It's just people in general. People are irrational, emotional beings, and they're gonna freak out, and they're probably arguing over there just like everybody else is arguing over here. And there's gonna be some crazy asshole that goes, huh! He grabs the detonator. He's like, I'm not gonna die, and he turns the trigger. Guess what?
I'm not
going to be that crazy emotional asshole. I'm going to walk up there calmly. I'm going to grab it, look at him and go, Dos Vidania, and then turn the key.
See, that'd be such a tough thing to live with.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. If it's the Joker, there's a 50% chance that I just blow up my own boat because chaos.
Right.
So if I blow up my own boat, guess what? Didn't know. I don't even know. I don't know that.
You wouldn't know then if people blew up the boat from the other ship then too.
It doesn't matter. I'm dead. What do I have to say about the matter after that? At that point, you know?
Yeah, but if you're using that same logic of, well, I could die anyway if I push this button and stuff, and I wouldn't know. You wouldn't know then at the same time if they push the button on the other boat as well.
No, you wouldn't.
So, wow, just turn the key.
So in other words, what we're learning from this little thought experiment is Mike is a cold-hearted killer.
I've already talked to you guys about this before. You either clap or you get clapped. There is no other option. There's no third option. There's no clapping option. So you just clap the button.
I mean, wasn't there no clapping in the movie?
I mean,
exactly.
But there almost was.
Yeah.
If there wasn't a Batman, he would have blown up both ships. So 100 people die instead of 50.
Right.
Yeah. It's for the greater good. The ends justify the means.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it is what it is, I guess.
Wow. They just walk up calmly. They're like, what are you doing? I'm just going to hold on to this just for safekeeping. And everybody can be mad at me all they want. Oh, could you do that? You blew up their boat. I'll be like, it's a shame.
Yeah.
What are they supposed to do?
Darn.
What are you going to do? Blow me up?
I saved your life.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Wow.
Oh man. So
I'm not the hero you deserve. I'm just the hero that you need right now.
I like the little thought experiment though. Thank you.
Yeah, I enjoy that. I enjoy those ethical deep questions. It's fun. Yeah. It's a good time. You got any more?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it kind of brings me to the next question of what is it? The train tracks or whatever. What is that called?
No.
What is the train
track?
Not
the train tracks.
I don't remember what that's called now. The trolley problem. Yeah.
So what's this trolley problem? What's the problem going on here?
Do you really not know what the trolley problem is?
I mean, I probably will when you explain it.
Okay.
But
yeah, there's a trolley racing down these train tracks.
Yeah.
And you're standing next to a switch that can turn to either track. There's one guy on one track and there's 5 people on the other. You don't know any of them, have no connection to them. What do? Do you run the one guy over or the 5 guys over?
I would try to figure out some way to stop the trolley.
You can't.
Derail the track.
There's no way to stop. There's no way to derail it. You literally walk out of the bushes after getting your cheeks clapped by an alien, and you look on and you go, oh, "What's going on?" And there's literally just enough time to get to the switch and pull.
My question is, why are people just standing on the train tracks?
They're not standing. Yeah. They're tied to the train tracks.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Can't you just cut the ropes?
Nope. You have no time. You literally have a split-second decision to decide. You just know that one will turn the train tracks towards one person, or
I'd
5
probably
people
just
will die.
Stand back and watch, and whatever happens.
I like that answer.
I mean, there's not really anything you
can
do at that
point. Happens, so. Either one way or another, people are gonna die. So I guess
if you were the sucker that got tied there and you get ran over by a train, then yikes! It's kind of your fault.
Well.
Ben.
I don't even know. That would be like, what am I supposed to do in that situation?
Yeah, you just stand there and just
you just let five people, because this is the thing. This is the kicker is that the trolley is headed towards the 5 people that are tied to the track.
Right.
So if you divert it, you kill one person. Yeah.
Freaking let it go, man.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
There you go, guys. We just answered the trolley problem. We would just sit there and watch.
Then what happens to the guy that's still tied to the tracks?
And then you can go on time now because the trolley already ran over those 5 people.
Nice. Okay. I like it.
Yep.
Yeah. So we do have one more little alien tidbit here to talk about as well.
Yeah.
So let me see here. This is actually I don't know, this might not be a tidbit. This might be more like a freaking giant thing. But I mean, it is huge. It is huge, very, very big. But has the mystery of the Baltic Sea anomaly finally been solved? So have you guys heard about this Baltic Sea anomaly?
I think
some would call it.
Haven't.
It sounds familiar, but tell us about it anyways.
Yeah. So basically, there's this thing that's down in the Baltic Sea, on the floor of the Baltic Sea, and it has a very odd shape to it. It is shaped with these very strange looking patterns on it. And I mean, if you look at it, if you looked at it and somebody like showed you a picture of it, it was like, what is this? You'd probably think, oh, it looks like I don't know, an old it definitely looks like it was designed by an intelligent being, basically.
Yeah.
So basically, explorers discovered the odd-shaped object on the ocean bed of the Baltic Sea in 2011, and it was dubbed the Baltic Sea Anomaly. And there's obviously, of course, lots of theories as to what it could be. Lots of people saying that it could be a UFO or something like that, which, you know, it could be. It could be something from, it could be a remnant from an ancient world as well that, you know, was different than ours that we just don't understand as well. But it's just chilling there. It's just chilling there on the ocean floor, or the sea floor, I should say. And the others, and so basically, there's some people that say that it could be like part of a sunken city as well. But then the scientists got involved. And they went down there and they're like, oh, it's from a glacier.
Sure. That doesn't look like it's from a glacier to me.
So if you look at the pictures of it, that must be one heck of a glacier to be able to shape it that way. Because it doesn't look anything like anything that I've ever seen shaped by, like,
it's like 26 feet long or something.
I just have to say, and don't take this the wrong way, anybody, but if you believe that this, and if you look up pictures of it, you'll understand. If you believe that this was shaped in the way that it was by a glacier, you might want to get your intelligence checked a little bit.
Just get your eyes checked.
Wow.
Or something.
Yeah.
Get something checked.
Don't
believe it. Okay. Like, sure. You can just at least question it a little bit. Like, really?
Yeah.
Glacier? Really?
Yeah.
I'm reading here that someone, I don't know who it was, but someone claimed that it was part of a 14,000-year-old ancient temple lost beneath the waves and built by a lost civilization.
That makes way more sense than a glacier.
Well, yeah, because like we know that there's been buildings found underneath water and
old tons
things found underneath water. It's like it's not that far-fetched to believe that it's like a remnant of an old civilization. I don't think that's that far-fetched.
Right.
It's just weird. You know? Yeah, like the way it's shaped, the way it looks, like how could you come to the conclusion that was a glacier?
Right.
Well, I think they're saying that they think it was shaped by a glacier, but still it looks like intricately designed to me.
Yeah.
I don't think a glacier could.
That's exactly what they're saying. Something. They're saying that it was shaped by a glacier.
Yeah. Okay, it's 210 feet long.
Yeah.
Like, that's huge.
I just And it is. Yeah, exactly.
Well, and think about where it is too. It's in the Baltic Sea, which is in the middle of Europe, right?
Yeah.
So realistically, that to me seems like a place that a ancient civilization would have been.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just thinking historically speaking.
Right.
So to me, that leads more lends more to the idea of it being part of an ancient civilization city, because not only is it intricately designed, but it also looks intricately designed, but it also is it's where it is located geographically. I feel like that would make sense, because it wasn't Atlantis supposed to be somewhere along the coast of like Italy or Greece or something. I don't know if that's true.
That's where people theorize.
But this is in Europe, so it's close to those areas. So
there's sunken cities that are found all over the world and stuff. So
right.
So I have a very, very like when I saw that and they're like, oh, this was obviously carved by glaciers, I just kind of laughed a little bit. I was like,
and I understand. What? I think I understand why they came to the conclusion of glaciers too, because it is pretty far north. But at the same point, I just don't see that.
I just don't understand how
it looks far too intricate, like I said, in a lot of ways to be.
Doesn't it look like there's like stairs that are coming up on the one side there?
I can't believe it's that long too. It's 210 feet long.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Absolutely.
Maybe those could be like giant stairs, and then
just like looking at pictures of this, it just makes no sense.
Right. Yeah. Not at all. Now, obviously, I don't necessarily believe it's a UFO either, but
no, I don't. I wouldn't even believe it's that technically, but in Lost City, I'd absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Exactly. Now, what its purpose was, who knows? But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It looks cool either way. So so that is going to be it for our first episode coming back for you guys. We hope that you guys enjoyed the crazy
dude, I can't stop staring at this thing now. Yeah,
the crazy rabbit trails we've been bringing you guys on. What is hippo penis? Is that what you can't stop?
That's where I started, man.
The massive hippo penises. No, I just can't stop staring at this picture.
I know, right?
Like, what is it? Oh my gosh, we're not talking more about.
Well, obviously it's carved by a glacier. Duh. Come on. So hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure that you subscribe, leave a comment if you're watching us on YouTube, and just give us a review if you're listening to us on your favorite audio podcast platform. We'd appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you all in another episode very soon. Bye.
Bye.